What it do, people? It's your boy Jones, bringing you that hood news, representing that ROD, pen and dot, as you can see. Got the merch, got the shirt on, you know what I'm saying? We give all praise and glory to the Most High, highest show, higher only man given to the children of Israel. I want to say a shout out to my subscribers, appreciate y'all. You know, same routine, like, comment, share, you know what I'm saying? Spread this news. Today's discussion is, why do baby mothers make fathers turn into deadbeats? A lot of times, a lot of women find themselves with some good baby fathers. Some men that really want to just be parents, that really want to be a part of their children's lives, and want to raise them and watch them grow up to be, you know, successful young men. You understand? But it's a lot of women that's operating with the total opposite as far as, you know, using personal situations into reasons why a father can be a part of a child's life. And I just find it strange. I find it crazy. I just don't understand, where did this concept come from? You understand? We got women out here nowadays that's in, you know, like literally 4 or 5 baby daddies, and not one of them is taking care of their children. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the baby fathers that's involved with their children's lives, and the mother chooses to be the total opposite. You understand? Or have a different understanding or perspective of what it is to be in a child's lives. And I find it ironic that a lot of women use children as leverage. A lot of women choose to get pregnant just to get access to the bag. So, for prime example, a celebrity. A woman will allow you to have sex, do whatever, just to get pregnant and put that person on child support. Me personally, I don't believe in that, no support in that. I don't feel no system or government, especially that's created to destroy the black man, should have any parts or any authoritative position in how that man is supposed to take care of his child. You understand? No matter what the circumstances is, because it takes two to dance. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. I find it crazy that women will have themselves a good man, a man that does it all, or tries to do it all. You know what I'm saying? And because we have personal differences, you use the children as your get back. I find that crazy. Where does this come from? And do you even think of the psychological damage you're placing upon the children by doing that? Do you? Do you really? Think about that. Here you go. You have yourself a man that's been with you from the gate. Who's with you through your trials, when your pregnancy, your 9 months. Was there with you at the labor, was there with you at the delivery, was there with you when the baby was home, etc., etc. But the minute y'all don't see eye to eye, you take away the one thing that makes that person happy. Yes, us men, we value being fathers, because a lot of us come from households where we didn't have father figures, and if the father figure was there, we wasn't there. You understand? We as men try our hardest to put an end to this occurring cycle that tends to always affect the households of people of color. We try to put an end to it by being better fathers, by being in the child's lives, providing, supporting, you know. But women now are using that as leverage to like turn that man into a deadbeat. It's only so much a man can take. So much. It's only so much a man could speak to the woman, to his baby moms, or speak to the child and tell them X, Y, and Z. Why I can't do this, why I can't do that. It's only so much. There comes a time where enough is enough, and when that time presents itself, that person is just gonna just let it go. It's just gonna let it go. You understand? Am I saying, it's okay to be a deadbeat? Absolutely not. I feel like every man, you put a child on this earth, you got work to do. But at the same breath, I'm not gonna support or preach that a woman should use children as leverage to help destroy a man. You understand? Or use having a child as a reason for you to give money for them, for their life, for their living expense. I seen things on TV and on social media where the lady said, because you ain't have no money, because you ain't got no money to give, you can't see your son today. Son is crying, say, I want to see my daddy. She's telling the boy, be quiet, shut your mouth. I don't want you to be like X, Y, and Z. Meanwhile, the man is literally trying to be in the child's life. Like, things like that is what could turn a man into a deadbeat. We desire peace. Men desire peace. And once that peace get compromised or tampered with, or whatever you want to call it, it's going to subconsciously make that man fall back. Me as a father, one thing that I would never ever do is use my children as leverage to get back at my children's mother. Never. Ever. That's just not in my MO. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let the children be the reason for you or whoever to come into somebody's life to disrupt their peace. It's bad enough we are in the world dealing with all the shenanigans and craziness, and then I gotta come home, or I gotta be home, or I gotta be around my children, or whoever, the significant other or the baby mother gotta be around the children and bring headache to disrupt that peace. My peace is everything. I need my peace. I don't know about y'all, but I need my peace. You understand? And no matter what you or your baby mother, baby father go through, you should not use the children as a reason to keep him away from his children. I just don't understand how women can find it okay for the fact that that man is no longer talking to you, moved on with his life, and because of that, you're stopping him from being with his children. You're not allowing him to have access into your home to sit down with his children. I just don't understand that. And he does his job. If a man's taking care of his children, taking care of his child, he's providing, by all means, he should have access into your home and sit down, have a conversation. When does we become adults in situations like this? Because at the end, like I said before, the only person that you are affecting is that child, subconsciously. You're making that child look at you different. You're making that child look at relationships different. Some children don't want to deal with relationships because of what they seen their parents go through. That's something real. That's something that brothers and sisters really, really, really got to think about. You understand? I just don't understand as far as how can you be comfortable in doing stuff like that when we know it takes a village to raise a child, and we know we're living in a society, we're living in times where a lot of women are raising children on their own. A lot of women have deadbeat dads, and these guys are deadbeats effortlessly. And then the good guys who's trying with their heart, mind, and soul to be a part of their children's lives, you take that away from them. You make it hard. What you think you getting out of that? How do you sleep at night? How? Where in your mind do you feel like it's comfortable and everything is okay to do that? I just can't relate to that. And I would never fall for it. You understand? I just need to know. I just need a better understanding. Because the Bible says you reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. And the things that you do, it will come back to haunt you sooner or later. Do not use your children as leverage to get back at your baby mother, baby father. That's corny. That's for the birds. That's what heathens do. We are living in a time where everybody is against us. Everybody is attacking us. Everybody wants us to fail. Everybody wants to see our children end up in jail. But when you look at the statistics, children that come from broken homes, children that comes from arguing, that comes from an unstable environment, usually ends up in jail, because the streets end up being their place of peace, when the streets is never the place of peace. Your home, where you dwell, your family, your loved ones, your mother, your father, those are the individuals that are supposed to bring the children peace. But when that peace is no longer there, they go search for it elsewhere. And sometimes they end up in a place where there's no coming back from. And it falls down to the parents. It falls down to the mothers that's allowing their baby father to separate themselves because of the situation between them two. Ladies, you must understand that there comes a time where people grow apart. What your relationship was when y'all was in your teens is gonna be different than what you are in your 30s, what you are in your 40s, your 50s. Life is based on maturity and evolving. And if you're not going to evolve, that man or that woman will not stick around. It's only for so long somebody can hold somebody's hands and be like, hey man, I got you. But if you're not bringing to the table, and I'm not talking about financial, because to me, every man is supposed to be the head of his household, pay the bills, do X, Y, and Z, etc., etc. My mom's told me that my father every week will fill up her tank of gas just so she can go to work. You understand? So bringing stuff to the table to me is not like finance. I'm talking about like bringing you, a helper, a strong woman to the table to help build these children from the ground up, and teach them the importance and the value of family. And even if you're not seeing eye to eye, but the respect level is so high that your child could be like, yo, even though my mother and my daddy wasn't together, they always got the job done. They was always willing to work things out for my sake. But you women that's using your children as leverage, just know you're turning that man into a deadbeat. You're going, eventually he's gonna have enough. Enough is going to be enough. And he's just gonna fall back and leave it alone altogether. And when that time comes, you're gonna be the one to blame. You're gonna be the one to blame. When that young man or that young girl grows up with animosity towards you, just remember, you opened that door by not allowing that man to help that child mature. Remember. That's neither here nor there. Something I want to get off my chest. You understand? Tune in to the podcast. You know, Repent or Die podcast. We're on every platform. You know, if you miss the Sabbath talk, you know, that's something y'all should look into. It's called The Fall of Babylon and the Rise of Israel. The rise of God's God's children, whatever you want to call it. We're rising. The next episode is the devil's devices and his power behind his devices. And we all are affected behind these devices. You understand? So stay tuned for next week, Saturday, for that. You understand? You know, like I said before, like, comment, share, spread the word. Let's talk about it. This is real right now. This is real. You know? Sisters, please. Allow the men to be in their children's lives. Stop being petty. Stop being corny. Stop being childish. It is 2021. All that nonsense is done. Let him and that child become as one. You understand? See the bars? Stop playing. That being said, man, it's your boy Joe, giving you another topic of some hood news. Like I said, I'm talking about the things that they don't want to talk about. You know? And this is just the beginning. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Spread the word, man. Spread it. We in here. You know what I'm saying? Repent or Die. We on every platform. Check it out on Spotify. Listen to the content. I'm trying my best to be consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work. You got your everyday life, and then you got, you know what I'm saying? You got the social media life. But it's in here. So, that being said, it's your boy Jones. Love y'all. And remember, love is the key to open all doors. That being said, I'm a holla.